February 21st. 20th Century Fox and George Lucas present the next chapter in the Star Wars Trilogy Special Edition. The Empire Strikes Back.
Skywalker will join us or die.
I'm not afraid.
You will be.
An epic adventure with a force all its own.
You're not actually going into an asteroid field.
They'd be crazy to follow us, wouldn't they?
Where destinies are foretold.
You will be tempted by the dark side.
Fears are awakened. And secrets are at long last revealed.
Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
Then, on March 7th, don't miss the final chapter of the Star Wars Trilogy, Return of the Jedi.
Let's go!
A time to take cover, for the final battle is about to begin. The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. Both with newly enhanced visual effects, DHX and digital sound, and a few new surprises.
Join me. It is your destiny.
The Star Wars Trilogy Special Edition. You haven't seen anything till you've seen everything.
Skywalker will join us or die.
I'm not afraid.
You will be.
You're not actually going into an asteroid field.
They'd be crazy to follow us, wouldn't they?
You will be tempted by the dark side.
Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
Let's go!
Join me. It is your destiny.
With Star Wars triumphant return to the big screen in its new fully restored and digitally enhanced special edition.
Look, Jaffa, next time you want to talk to me, come see me yourself.
Big screens nationwide are ready to continue the saga. When The Empire Strikes Back opens February 21st.
Skywalker will join us or die.
I'm not afraid.
You will be.
And Return of the Jedi completes the Star Wars trilogy on March 7th.
The original inspiration for bringing the film out again was the fact that it was the 20th anniversary of the original release release of the film.
Use the Force, Luke.
I said, well, why don't we try to release all films, all 3 films, as a trilogy, one right after the other within a few weeks of each other, so that people can see them sort of like Saturday matinee serials that they were originally meant to be.
It was 1975 when the success of American Graffiti gave Lucas the chance to tell the story that would become the Star Wars trilogy. A mythical space opus with elaborate special effects and exotic locations aside, Lucas knew that the story of Star Wars would ultimately be carried on the shoulders of the actors he chose to play the pivotal roles of Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, Han Solo, and the rest. An open casting call drew hundreds of hopefuls.
All the databanks in R2 are still secure.
Well, then I think that we ought to have the reward that you're talking about. And I hope it'll be substantial considering what we've been through already.
When R2 has been safely delivered to my forces, you get your reward.
When I first read the script, I read it, I think, out loud. It was unbelievable. I mean, it read almost as good as the movie was, and we all wanted to play Han Solo. And I think that was a big part of it.
You got yourself a ship. But where do we go from here? I mean, it's taken her to find the hidden bases. How are we going to get to the rebels before she breaks? The Empire already beat us here.
She's part of the royal family. They won't get any information from her. She knows the art of mind control. Still, she is our only link between us and the hidden bases.
I read with Mark and Carrie and hundreds of other candidates.
Harrison was playing Han Solo, and I knew him from American Graffiti and from the conversation in some other movies, and immediately I was awestruck.
Now, wait a minute. She's on Alderaan. No, it's impossible. Nobody dares venture near the system of Alderaan. I'm freebooter, boy. Not a revolutionary. You're on the wrong ship.
I know he tested other actors for the Han Solo part, but he just got used to me.
Maybe the fact that no one would venture there voluntarily could work to our advantage. They probably don't think anyone would dare try.
Don't you believe it?
Fear is their greatest defense. I doubt if the actual security there is much greater than on Aquilae or Sullus, and what there is most likely directed towards a large-scale assault.
This is not a game, you know.
Well, how many nerve systems have to get blown away before you have no place to hide or forced to fight? Don't you realize what's going on?
I heard I got the part, and they said they're going to send the script over. And I'll never forget to this day, I sat down and started reading this thing. And I went, wait a minute, I think, was Harrison the Luke guy, or was I the Luke guy? And I think I was the Luke guy. I was the Luke guy. This is about me.
Stop that ship! Blast them!
The thing I remember most clearly was my first day in the Millennium Falcon.
This is where the fun begins.
And I got in and I said to him, okay, how do you fly this? How do you fly it? George, how do you fly it? Well, you see, you just fly it.